of you, my dear friends. I am your English teacher Shivam sir, and you are watching me on my YouTube channel Sri Hari Coaching Center. How are you all, and how is your English speaking journey, my dear friends? So, as you all know, we are running a series called Active Voice and Passive Voice in English with Shivam sir. So, you are enjoying these videos, you are making the best use of these videos, and I feel really very happy to support you all of you. And my dear friends, I want to say one thing from the bottom of my heart, that you are showing us very good support. So first of all, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you for giving us and giving our channel support and showing your love. So my dear friends, here I am again with a very important lesson. Actually, we are on the last stage of active voice and passive voice. We have done the active voice, passive voice of tenses. We have done the active voice and passive voice of imperative sentence. And now, in intermediate level, I am going to talk about the active voice and passive voice of intermediate level, my dear friends. High school level we have done. If you are a student of class 10th, then you can watch my videos. Please go to the playlist and open a folder active voice and passive voice and watch everything. Very easy manner I explained everything. I use easy things. Actually, rules is the key to open active voice and passive voice. So my videos is very helpful, really. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, then please subscribe my channel to get notifications, to get more videos like this. So I am talking about the active voice of passive voice, active voice or passive voice of last stage. Last stage, I mean to say, we use special prepositions like at, like in, and like with, these type of prepositions. So this video is all about all these prepositions. So please keep in touch, keep watch this video till end and make the best use of this video. So my dear friends, without wasting any kind of time, let's get started our study of active voice and passive voice. So my dear friends, let's get started. So first of all I am going to explain you use of preposition at in active voice and passive voice. Use of at in active voice and passive voice. My dear friends, we have few main verbs. हमारे पास कुछ मेन वर्ब होती हैं जिनके लिए, जो अगर सेंटेंस में आ जाएं, उनके लिए हम प्रीपोजिशन एट का यूज़ करते हैं, बाई का यूज़ नहीं करते हैं. सो वी यूज़ एट एज अ प्रीपोजिशन विथ certain kinds of main verbs. So let's discuss main verb, sorry, not helping verb, main verb like surprise, main verb like surprise, astonish, surprise, astonish, disappoint, and distress, after distress, displeased, and after displeased, alarm. So my dear friends, see again: surprise, astonish, disappoint, distress, displease, and alarm. So with these main verb we use preposition at, not by. Okay, so learn these things, these main verbs, and use at preposition with these main verbs. So let's see examples. So my first example is your intelligence surprised me. Your intelligence surprised me. So my dear friends, let's see surprise. In this sentence we have surprised main verb. So with surprise we use at preposition, and this is past indefinite tense, so past indefinite tense change into past continuous tense. Me is our object, so object becomes subject, so the subject of me is I. So with I in past continuous we use was. I was surprised. I was surprised. I was surprised. And your intelligence our object, so don't use by here, we have to use at. So I was surprised at your intelligence, at your intelligence. So this is the passive voice of this active voice. Your intelligence surprised me, so I was surprised at your intelligence. Now example number 2, my dear friends, and my next example is his success astonished us. His success astonished us. So my dear friends, look here, astonished. Astonished is our main verb, and when we have astonished we use at helping verb, at not helping verb, at preposition, sorry. His success astonished us, and with astonished main verb we use at preposition. So us is our object and the subject is we, and past continuous, not past continuous, past indefinite change into past continuous. So we is plural number, so with we use were. We were astonished. We were astonished. We were astonished by his success. We were astonished by his success. We were astonished by his success, and that's it. So my dear friends, with all these main verbs we use at preposition, like surprise, like astonished, disappoint, distress, displeased, displeased, alarm. So these are the main verb. You have to learn these things. आप इनको याद कर लीजिए, and that's all. Now my dear friends, let's see next preposition, and my next preposition is use of with. Use of with. Yes, my dear brothers and sisters, with is a preposition, and we use with preposition with few main verbs. So let's see what are the main verbs. With these main verbs we use with as a preposition. So my first verb is please, satisfy, disgusted. Yes, we have the list of this main verb. So my first is please, 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 and my next is satisfy. Next helping verb is satisfy, and third is disgust or disgusted, you can say disgust. Disgust means insult or तिरस्कार करना, अपमान करना. And my next helping verb is charm. CHARMED, charmed, or throng. Throng, THRONG, THRONGE, throng. And my next is lined, 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 lined. So my dear friends, let's see. Please, satisfy, disgust, charm, throng, or lined. These are the main verbs. With these main verb we use with preposition, with preposition. So you have to learn these things. Now let's see the meaning of please. You know very well, please means happy. Satisfy means contentment, santusht. Disgust, insult. Charm means attract. Throng means crowd, CROWD. Or lined means in a line, serial wise. Okay my dear friends, so with these main verbs we use with preposition. Now let's see one or two examples. So my first example is my behavior, BEHAVIOUR, my behavior pleased, my behavior pleased him, my behavior pleased him. So my behavior pleased him. So my dear friends, this is please, and this is past indefinite change into past continuous. Him is our object, him change into he, so he is singular, so was, we use was in past continuous, so he was pleased, he was pleased, he was pleased with, preposition with, because my behavior is here noun, abstract noun, so he was pleased with my behavior, he was pleased with my behavior, VIOUR. That's it. This is my first example, and let's see the next example of by use of with preposition. So my next example is your work satisfies, your work satisfies others, your work satisfies others. So my dear friends, let's see. Satisfies present indefinite tense, and present indefinite tense change into present continuous. Others is our object, so object becomes subject, so right here others. Other is a others plural number, so we use are helping verb in past conti, sorry, not past, in present continuous. So sorry, others are third form of the satisfies is satisfied, so others are satisfied, third form we use, this is the universal rule, others are satisfied with preposition. Okay, we are using with these: please, satisfy, disgust, charm, throng or land. Others are satisfied with your work, and that's it, my dear friends. Okay, so these are two example of the use of preposition with. Now let's see the next preposition. My next preposition is, my dear friends, use of in preposition. So we have few main verbs to use of in preposition. So my first main verb is interest. With interest main verb we use in preposition. And my second verb is contain, CONTAIN. Interest means to take interest in any object, any movie, any book, रुचि लेना, and contain means include, किसी चीज़ में कुछ शामिल होना. So interest and content, with these two main verb we use in preposition. Okay, my dear friends, now let's see the example of use of in. So my first example is my first example will be, this case interests, INTERESTS, this case interests me. So my dear friends, this is present indefinite tense, and present indefinite tense change into present continuous. Me is our object, so object becomes subject, so I am in present continuous, I am interested, INTERESTED, I am interested, and we use preposition in this case. Yes, my dear friends, in is our preposition, in this case, so full stop. This case interests me, so I am interested in this case. So my dear friends, this is the use of in preposition. So let's see the next preposition, or few more important active wise and passive wise of the grammar. So I have an example, my dear friends. Someone has stolen my pen. Someone has stolen my pen. So has is the identity of present perfect tense. My pen is our object, so object becomes subject, so right here my pen, singular number, present perfect change into present perfect continuous. So my pen has been, and this third form is already given, so write as it is. My pen has been stolen. My pen has been stolen. My dear friends, someone is a universal or common subject. ये बच्चों common subjects है. So if you want to write by someone, then you can write. Otherwise, if you are not thinking that this is compulsory or important subject, because someone is not a special subject. I mean to say, someone is not indicating towards a certain type of person or certain type of object. someone किसी विशेष वस्तु या विशेष व्यक्ति की तरफ इशारा नहीं करता है. someone एक कॉमन होता है, वो सब में आ जाता है. इसलिए माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, so it is not important subject, so need not to write with by someone. So my pen has been stolen, that's it. अब अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि हम by someone लिख देंगे तो ये wrong होगा, so my dear friends, no, this is not wrong. But if you are in intermediate, if you are in graduation level, so my dear friends, you have to learn the important or unimportant thing in English grammar. So you need not to write here by someone. My pen has been stolen is enough and correct. So this is the English grammar says. So my dear friends, this is my today's video. If you think that this video is important for the English learners, English beginners and English lovers, so please do share this video in your social media education group. And I want to say the slogan of my channel, and the slogan is, the more you practice, the better you feel. The more you practice, the better you will be one day. So my dear friends, this is the last video of the series active voice and passive voice, and very soon I will start a new series of English grammar. So please keep in touch. कल परसों से मैं कोई नई सीरीज़ स्टार्ट करूँगा इंग्लिश ग्रामर की. ओके माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, सो लव इंग्लिश, लाइक इंग्लिश एंड फील इंग्लिश, and we shall meet in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.